This is the gospel-centered rescue mission. It's all about the gospel, and that's the key.
It doesn't matter what walk of life you come from. You're accepted here.
Our stock and trade is love.
We provide clothing, we provide food, we provide shelter, we provide case management, and we provide the love of God.
Everyone we touch is a success story.
And so it's been for the last 85 years. The Gospel Center Rescue Mission has been quietly yet dramatically transforming lives in San Joaquin County. It was just as the U.S. was pulling out of the Depression in 1940 that a group of faithful individuals established a nonprofit to help those living on the streets, suffering addiction and homelessness. They began offering food, clothing, medical care, and the gospel of Jesus Christ. Today, the Gospel Center Rescue Mission, its people and programs are changing lives in the most powerful way.
Our success rate is something around 71%, which is unheard of in this industry. We can't take credit for that. That's the Lord's credit. Lives are changed by God's Word and the application of the Word in this context.
And it's in this context that students receive classes that teach life skills, responsibilities, and provide much needed nurturing.
Love you, man. When somebody comes in and they come into program, one of the first things we do is start to assess them to see what all they need. Do they have a GED? Do they have a driver's license? Do they need some medical attention? Do they need some kind of special counseling? There's a lot of different things that people come in, but we start evaluating them right away and try to match up their needs, and then we start connecting all those dots. But the number one thing that we know that every single person that comes in those gates needs is Jesus Christ. How's it going, buddy?
Success stories abound at the mission, as the majority of the staff have been through the program and have experienced firsthand what it means to turn your life around.
I'm Carrie Williams. I'm the director of the women's programs here at the Gospel Center Rescue Mission. I was a stay-at-home mom. A very ugly divorce ensued, and I did not handle it well, and I chose to drink over it. That was my coping skill. Here I thought my life was going to be so different, but me going through the program and continuing to work on myself and realizing that the situations that happened in my life, I had my part in it. So going through the program, you learn a lot about yourself.
After successfully completing the New Life program, Carrie was offered a job at the mission and has found her calling helping women reunite with their children.
Little did I know that that was what I'm supposed to do. I truly believe that.
Britton shares that sentiment. He believes his troubled past led him here, right where he's supposed to be.
I am Britton Kimball, Chief Operating Officer for the Gospel Center Rescue Mission. I left home when I was 14. I was homeless for many, many years. I was involved in drug activity, gang activity, all kinds of things like that. I believe that God allowed me to go through those things so that I could be better equipped for dealing with this population, because you can't learn that kind of stuff at UOP, you know. What a lot of people don't understand is that addiction is biological, psychological, sociological, and spiritual. Most of the secular programs, they do not have that spiritual component. And even if you're a non-believer, the spiritual component makes a difference, even if it is just a thought process of having hope. And so we don't force faith on anybody, we serve everybody. But the ones that do see hope and do feel forgiveness, they tend to do a lot better because we need that.
I'm Lindsay Perzina. I am the Men's New Life Program Director. My grandpa passed away when I was about 11. I didn't really know how to deal with it, so I started to hang around with people I probably shouldn't have.
That began a long spiral into addiction. Eventually, Lindsay got pregnant and gave birth to her first daughter, and still she couldn't stop using.
When she was 4.5, she was removed from my custody.
Lindsay was offered a second chance if she entered the mission's 2-year New Life program.
I was high the day I got here. I didn't want to be here. It wasn't something that I chose to do. It was something that I was being forced to do. And so when I first got here, there was a lot of anger and rage and hatred for myself.
Here, Lindsay says she was shown love and compassion. She fully immersed herself in the New Life program, which is designed to help students regain the tools and confidence that addiction destroys.
I didn't know like what's next. I didn't even really know how to raise a kid clean and sober. I didn't know how to cook. I didn't, none of that. And when you come here, those kind of things are what's taught to you. You're taught how to get up every morning. You're taught how to do your chores. You're taught how to make your bed. You get in the kitchen and you help prepare and you help serve and you help feed the homeless. And so it feels more like a home than it does a program.
Clean and sober now for 10 years with 4 healthy children, Lindsay feels blessed. She's fully employed here at the Mission, where she believes she can do the most good.
The tables are turned now. I get to work with CPS. I get to work with drug court. I get to work with criminal court. All these different things, that is what brought me here in the first place, And today, I have a voice with them. Today, there's a lot of CPS workers that know who I am, not in a bad way, and
like Lindsay, students who stay on track work through the program and begin preparing for jobs and a life free from addiction. The goal is to become fully employed and self-sufficient with the skills to navigate life on their own. In fact, the Mission has created 2 micro-businesses that students run while acquiring business and trade skills in the New Life program.
That's what my support is to change lives and give people a better life to move forward with.
Construction is currently underway as the Mission's successes continue to grow. Gone are the old Victorians. This new building will house classrooms, meeting spaces, support services, and most importantly, increase the total number of beds on campus to 486. Students who need additional support will have a secure place to live while preparing to transition to a life on their own, free of addiction. Recuperative care will also expand into the new building. Here, individuals discharged from the hospital without a home in which to recuperate will have a safe place to heal.
What we're trying to do is get them back on their feet and to really break that recidivism cycle with them going back to the emergency department all the time and back into the hospital, but also to try to get them healthier so we can do something else besides going back on the streets.
Well, we all talk about we got to do something. We have a drug problem, alcohol problem in all the communities, and we talk about, we got to do something. Well, my thing is, we are doing something. They can go there, they can get involved in a program. They're showing love and care.
In fact, each day the Mission can serve up to 1,500 meals to individuals craving nourishment and a peaceful environment. The Gospel Center Rescue Mission has a remarkable 70% success rate, with New Life program graduates going on to lead healthy, productive lives.
We're all in this together. Anybody that's given donations, whether it's clothes, shoes, they're a big part of what's making the transformation. That 70% is because there's a collective of people in the community that say, you know what, we believe in this. We believe that people can change. And that shows in their kindness, in their graciousness of giving gifts, and also helping support us financially.
It's not just a revolving door for people to receive services. This place is about transformation.